Hello, wherever you are, and we are now in lockup in New Zealand. So I thought I'd take a little time to chat to you guys, and I've decided to read you a little extract from the discourse. And this part you might not have heard before. So here goes. So Alba asked me, is there life on other planets? For example, Mars. Are we being abducted by those from other planets? And this is what my guide said. There is life on Mars, as there is life on many other planets. And once again, there should be an open discussion about what you term alien or alien abductions. For in many of your government institutions, you have what is termed classified files. So once again, why do these need to be classified? What is it that they are hiding? If everything is open, honest, and true, why can't this be shared? When they are not shared, this then opens up rumors and conspiracy. So why should there be a conspiracy in the first place? Who has been conspiring? Who conspired to actually make this classified? So yes, there are many Earthlings who know what is going on in the other planets and have communications, they have technologies. And sometimes the technologies get traded and are being traded at the expense of some sectors in humanity. But with the vibrational pattern called ascension, much is being lifted. Soon, much will be exposed. And then, those that started the conspiration will have to explain why that is. So she said, but is there any way that those who could be abducted could be protected in the future? And I said, well, this is where free will becomes a bit complicated, because with free will and choosing experiences, at what point did that energy say, well, I'm going to Earth and I'm going to open myself to experience anything. And then at that stage, that this then opens at being to experience things that they weren't ready to experience. So maybe what needs to be taught is how to retract the contract within. Say, I am ready for experiences as long as they are not to my full detriment, or being able to change that at some stage. So she said, well, then what about the number 666? I said, well, I'm seeing intense pulses. It looks like lightning everywhere. It's an intense vibrational pattern. And it seems like it's some kind of control system. It looks like a war. I'm being told a war in the heavens. And that has something to do with the 666. It's interlinked with incredible warfare. She said, well, please just hone in on there and see what this is all about. I said, it's like something's gone rogue, something's gone skew and amiss, it's not part of this plan. I said, it's like a rogue element, it's a blip in the program, it wasn't supposed to be there. It looks like the light is directly above me and it's opened up. In our last session, we saw the shards coming through when they were created, like soul families. And it's like it's a bad seed, you know, when you talk about a bad seed in a family. Yes, it's almost like it's a bad seed. So, is it a bad seed in humanity? Well, it's like it was there from the beginning. Now, being that everything that we discussed is like being on a CD, was this placed on the CD or was it placed afterwards? No, from the beginning. Did the creator have anything to do with the seed? Yep, it seems so. Well, for what purpose would a creator create something like that? Duality. Oh, she says contrast. I said, yep. So she said, does that help humanity to grow in any way or evolve? Well, it says something about the dark and the light. How do you see the light? Well, you place the light against the dark. So darkness in itself has a job to do. She said, is there any type of cooperation with those that assist us? For example, the divine beings of the light, the Archangels. Do they have anything to do with that darkness or seed? Well, I just see now it's like intergalactic warfare as such. And all those archangels are standing right in the front with all their shields up, shielding. And then there are all the earthlings behind them right in the distance. It's like they are protecting them from the dark. And once again, they say, it is a battle for the souls of humanity. It's like a big chess game. Each player makes his move, and humanity are the pawns. And then there are those that are working with the dark forces, for they have temporary riches, temporary power. And this is what fills them up, but they keep on needing more because it just doesn't come from the inside, it comes from the outside. It's not coming from them. It doesn't come from within. It is something that is being bestowed onto them for doing something against another. So it's actually like an addiction. You know, if you have candy and you need another candy and another candy, before you know it, you've 300 pounds. It all comes from the outside. So Alba said, is this just from Earth or is it way beyond Earth? I said, well, Earth is just a substation. This is just a small player, rats and mice. We're just rats and mice, really. Well, is any of this warfare affecting our physical Earth? Because you know they talk a lot about climate change. Is any of this affecting the actual Earth? Well, the Earth has always gone through climate change. It's called cyclical or cyclical. It is how it changes. Well, is there a purpose for the change? Well, it's similar to taking a shower. Clean everything off, have a fresh start. The next day you feel so much better. It's not stagnant, it's changing, it's evolving, it's expanding, it's lifting. So it has nothing to do with the people on it. Are you saying it's the way the earth shifts and moves? The earth is able to clean itself. And this is a part of how it cleans itself. Okay, is there anything that we as humans need to be concerned about at this time? Well, it's going to happen. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. If you spray a dog with a hose or you put it in the sea, when it comes out, how do you say to that dog, do not shake? Is it going to stop shaking? She said, we've said it many times, but they shake regardless. Or imagine saying, wind, don't blow. Okay, she said. So these things that the earth is going through, for example, melting the ice, the shifting, is this going to happen in our lifetime? We are not at liberty to say. Well, if you aren't at liberty to say, how can we prepare ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally for the changes that will naturally occur with the earth shaking off? Well, I said, this is the whole purpose of this conversation. We are having this discourse in order to open people's minds to different things, different ideas, different thought patterns, to maybe think, what is a starseed? What is a multiverse? What is a way station? What is a God? What is intuition? And what is death? What is vibration? What is frequency? Who am I? What am I? Oh, I'm a fractal of light, and I travel between the galaxies and the multiverses. So do I really have anything to fear? Whether this earth explodes, whether it gets covered in water, whether there is peace, whether there is war, I am observing it as I am watching a film. But I am in the film. I am one of the actors. And this is the part that I'm playing. Do I like my part? Am I good at my part? I am part of the cast. The directors cast me in this role, and it's a role that I've chosen. I arrive with my soul family or part of my soul family, or as a solo journey. Soon it'll be over. And then I will be on another adventure. I am currently having many adventures. This is but one. Humanity always likes to see what is going to happen instead of living now, making the best of this moment, which will then create a better moment for the next moment. They rob themselves of moments by always looking to the future. For if they do that, they are not living fully right now. We do not wish to place fear in any human form because we need the vibrations to be high for a peaceful, smooth transitional period. And that is why, Alba, we commend you and this one for the work, for putting it out, so that as the troubled times draw nearer and things become clearer for many, they will have a knowing of who they are. And then they can stand in that power and they can have peace rather than fear. So that's just a little extract from one of the chapters, and there you go. So times are strange. We are all locked up in New Zealand, as I said, and I'm making the most of it. I'm going to make a fruit cake. I've cleaned the house. I've been for a beautiful walk in the fresh air because I live in a tiny, tiny little ski village and big mountains and lake and very few people. So sometimes you don't even see anybody else when you go for a walk, and it's all perfect. So until next time, take care. Lots of love. Cheers.